Natasha.
Debbie, the show. We know you said it with us.
We hope you said it with us.
Hello and welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Oh, sorry. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do see that.
My boob looks huge on this side.
It's like a weird angle in
The camera is on this side, the lens.
So
It looks bigger and strange and weird.
It's kind of...
Come on, Debbie, do what you gotta do.
Never mind.
Come on, Debs, make the show happen.
If you like the stuff we put out here on YouTube, please hit that like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. It's absolutely free. You'll get more of this craziness. And if you didn't know...
Oh, good God, where are you going? Calm down.
Natasha has her own Instagram page.
Yeah, that's a thing. Where camera angles aren't so evil.
Right? So weird.
Hey guys,
And I'm so short.
You know what we didn't do? This video we're about to do. Can you believe that? Almost 5 years we've never looked at 101 facts about Wales. St. Patrick. Welsh.
Awful.
St. Patrick was Welsh.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
We did a video. No, we didn't actually. We just found out about it. Yep. There's that long place name there. Yeah, that's there.
Yes, I remember that one. Can
Wrexham
you still
is in Wales.
say it?
No, I said it for like 2 minutes once ever.
Right.
Lucy and Haley live in Wales. They're
That
friends.
we know, yes.
Yeah.
Canal boat through Wales. Yep.
I can almost through all of it though.
I know, but we
Not
watched
just
the one
Wales.
through Wales.
Lots of sheep.
Know that about Wales?
Yep, sheep. I know a lot more. But I'm actually curious though, are there gonna be facts on here that actually would surprise us that we haven't learned so far in all these years of doing this? There better be.
Yeah. At least like 80.
You think?
I hope so.
I don't know. I'm curious. I'm really interested to know what we don't know. There's a whole put that on a shirt right there.
Right?
Someone make that shirt. Anyway, that's enough of this. So I'm excited. Let's learn 101 facts about Wales and our friends in England and Scotland. Let us know if you learned something too. Okay? This will be fun.
Greetings, motherfactors. My name is Chris, and today it's time to talk about those massive animals that swim under the sea and make awesome noises like.
Okay.
Wait,
I hate the dad
being
jokes.
told I got it wrong. Right, let's start that again. We're talking about the beautiful country that is tucked snugly between England and Ireland, Wales. But just how old is Wales? What are Glamorgan sausages, and why do I want all of them forever? And do you think I'll be able to say any of the Welsh words right?
Nope.
Spoiler alert, nope. 2 out of these 3 questions are going to be answered, so sit down, don't forget to like and subscribe as we traverse the expansive rolling hills with some mouthwash in 101 facts about Wales. Number 1. The word
beautiful.
Wales comes from the Proto-Germanic word Walke. In 500 BC, Germanic tribes met with Celtic natives and began calling them as such. Over time, Walke would begin to be pronounced Walha. Number 2.
Walha.
The word Walha was used by the Anglo-Saxons to denote people that they thought were worthy of enslavement. Eventually, after some upheaval, we'll go into it later, the word Welsh, meaning foreign, was used.
Okay.
Number 3. Wales has 2 official languages, English and Welsh. 99% of the population speak English and 29.3% speak Welsh. In most places, English is the dominant first language, but in the north and west of the country, the dominant first language is Welsh. Number 4. The word Welsh also comes from way in the past, in the 5th century specifically. Anglo-Saxon invaders wrote about the Welsh and the fact that they fled from the English like fire. Number 5. Alright, geography. Wales has a total area of 20,779 kilometers squared, 2,700 kilometers of coastline, and comprises of 8.35% of the land of the United Kingdom.
We're Americans. We don't know what a kilometer is.
No.
We have no idea.
The land is attached to England by its eastern border. To the north is the Irish Sea, to the west is the Cardigan Bay,
So far,
and
I
to
knew
the
this.
south is the Bristol Channel. Number 6. As of a 2014 census, just over 3 Bristol Channel.
There's a Bristol
Number
Channel?
6. As of a 2014 census, just over 3 million people live in the Big W. A third of these people live in the Cardiff-Newport metropolitan area. Trying to picture that many people, but like, I really can't. Wonder how many tins of baked beans you need to feed them all. Number 7. Speaking of Cardiff, did you know that Cardiff is the capital of the country?
I did.
That's not the whole fact, though. The word Cardiff derives from the words care, the Welsh for fort, and diff, a form of the word taff, which is the name of the river that flows by the castle.
Oh,
Number 8.
that's cool.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Wales? Castles? Well, it kind of makes sense, since the country is believed to have more castles per square mile than anywhere else in the world.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Number
Love it.
9. Also, you'd probably think of one of the coolest flags in the world.
Yes.
A red dragon standing out against white and green horizontal stripes on the background. That's all they need. I mean, it matters a little that Wales is the only country in the UK not represented on the Union flag, but they have a dragon,
did a whole
so
video
that's
on that.
something.
Sure did.
Number 10. So as well as having a lot of castles, the country homes a place with one of the longest names in the world. Here it is on screen because there's no way
Say it,
I'm going
man.
to say
Come on.
that. But I can tell you that thankfully it's been shortened to Llanfair Pwyl or Langfair. It's still pretty hard though.
You said it wrong.
Number 11. I mean, it's Welsh, famously unique and baffling to the outsiders. For example, the Welsh alphabet has no K, Q, V, or Z.
Get
Yet
into
the
that.
4,000-year-old language is no less efficient. Some English words such as car, gull, and penguin even have Welsh roots. Number 12.
Did not know that.
Anyways,
That's
the
right,
place is located in North Wales and the name translates to the Church of St. Mary in the hollow of white hazel trees near the rapid whirlpool by St. Tysilio's of the Red Cave.
Seriously?
Fair enough, the town is quite old. There have been signs of human settlements way before Roman times. Sounds like a clever solution to remember a place
Thought it
where
was
there
just
are
a
no
tourist
GPS
thing.
or maps available. Number 13. And what would Wales be without folk songs? The country is often referred to as the Land of Song, as it is known for its
I did not know
harpists,
that.
choirs, and solo artists. Number 14.
Like the harps.
I
The
know
label
that.
comes straight from the 18th century when many British emigrated to Wales, seeking work in the expanding coal and iron industries.
Okay.
There, they rediscovered the Methodist movement of the Anglican Church, thanks to leading Welsh preachers of the time who united the new communities and made singing even more prominent. Number 15. Nonetheless, Wales has two other national
pretty.
emblems, the daffodil and the leek. Originally, it was just a
Didn't know that
leek.
either.
According to an old legend back in the 7th century, St. David advised the population to wear leeks on their hats to indicate whose side of the battle they were on against invading Saxons.
That's interesting.
Number 16. Now, the daffodils come into play ages later, sort of. We need to bring back Welsh once again. You see, the term daffodil in Welsh translates to this word, leek is this word, which
This word.
literally means Peter's leek. Eventually,
Okay.
it was kind of
Okay.
inevitable. People forgot to attribute the leek to Peter, leaving just this word, the daffodil. Number 17.
That wasn't in my head.
Let's
I
not
got none of
forget
that.
the sheep. Wales is famous for having more sheep than people.
Mhm.
In
Yes.
fact, it's been estimated that there are roughly 10 million sheep for only 3.1 million people.
Here's a fun fact that no
Wow.
one needed to know and no one cares about. We have more cows in the US than you do all people in the United Kingdom. You're welcome.
One of the most
Back to
famous
the show.
breeds is probably the badger-faced mountain sheep. They have super adorable striped faces,
are.
like a badger.
They are cute.
Hey, that's
Okay.
creepy.
Number 18. But there are so many facts still to cover. For example, do you know when exactly Wales came into existence? I know
are we
it's
sniffing
definitely a
at
hard
orange?
question. Even experts can't agree on a specific date, which kind of makes sense considering the area has been inhabited since 250,000 BC. Number 19. However, from a geopolitical perspective, Wales as a country officially formed in 1536 with the Act of Union of Henry VIII. Before the King's Act, the territories of the country were mainly a loose collection of independent kingdoms and lordships. Number
Or that.
20. The land experienced incursions and consequently influxes throughout the Roman era. South Wales in particular was filled with Mediterranean culture. The towns of Caerwent
Really?
and Carmarthen still host villas and a number of archaeological sites. Number 21.
Let's go.
More in general, there are remains of Roman roads and forts across the country. They mostly date back to the military occupation of the areas that lasted from the 3rd to the early 5th century.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but maybe I should get my flatmate to read all the Welsh words. He is Welsh. Though civil influences and customs extended at least till the early 6th century, they reflect in the native language of the territories known as Brythonic. Linguistic studies have suggested the language was infused with Latin terms.
Huh.
Number 23. Of course, Latin influences can also be linked to religion. With the establishment of the Romano-British Christian Church in southeastern Wales in the Roman period, Latin, which was the official language of the church, penetrated deeper into the local population. Number 24. Inscriptions and Christian symbols belonging to the 5th and 6th centuries were discovered in the region. They show Latin terms like sacerdos, meaning bishops, and presbyter, meaning priest. Number 25. Further proof can also be found in the development of the Celtic Church. It resembled the Christian Church's monastic character with a major church class headed by an abbot and bishop. Number 26. But enough talk about religion, let's talk about people. The people of Wales who, as mentioned before, weren't easy to bring together. Many tried from as early as the 8th century with King Offa of Mercia. Number 27. Rhodri Mawr, known as the Great, not only fought back Vikings successfully, but he also brought together the territories within Powys and the southwest regions of Ceredigion and Ystrad Tuy. Number 28. Guys, I'm really trying. Before his death in 878, Rhodri worked on developing the kingdoms of Wale, Dyfed, Brycheiniog, Glywysing, and Gwent. His son Anarod went even further by formally subjecting the Welsh kingdom to the English sovereign. Number 29. In 916, Heward ap Cadell took command and secured Dyfed by marriage, creating the kingdom of Deheubarth. I'm so sorry. He completed his dad and grandpa's deeds by eventually bringing Gwynedd and Powys under his rule. Number 30. Too bad that, despite all his victories, future plans went up in smoke. Not everyone was happy with Hywel's thirst for power, and a great alliance was formed to withstand the Anglo-Saxon suzerain by the end of the 10th century. Number 31. Things got even worse with the death of King Maredudd ap Owain in 999. A period of prolonged internal clashes began. Every time someone tried to establish a dynasty, he was challenged by others who believed to be a better fit to rule over the kingdoms. Number 32. It was under these peaceful circumstances that the Norman invasions began. Can't tell you how things turned into total chaos then. Actually, that's exactly what I'm here for. So, at the time, the kingdoms used to be divided into cantrefs, directly under royal administration. Number 33. The cantrefs were, in turn, divided into groups of manors, where the majority of the population resided. These were the areas most difficult to control, as, comprehensively, they enjoyed their freedom.
We did a video years ago. Gosh, not long after we first started. If you remember, it was called I can't remember the exact name of it, but the history of Wales summarized, I think. And both of us had very severe migraines after watching that video. It was a lot of information, a lot of dates. Deep. And that's the thing about Wales is all of the UK, but still, but with Wales, it's always a little extra hard for me, I think, in some ways to, I don't know.
5th and 6th centuries.
Get it all in there.
599.
Well, I mean, that's not different than England, really, but it's just, there's such deep history, such a deep roots. I'm trying to take it all in. It's hard to keep it all together. The UK is just crazy to me.
Yes.
You know, it's just so many different, this king, and then this, and then blah, 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 blah. That's my way of explaining the different kings and queens and things. It's just a lot of it. And again, we don't have that type of rich history here. Right. So I think our brains just aren't capable of really getting it all in there. But no, it's a lot. And it's interesting as hell, though. And yeah, we're getting into the more current stuff. Going back from the old stuff, it's a lot. But I do find this to be very fascinating.
These were the areas most difficult to control, as comprehensively, they enjoyed their freedom. Number 34. By the 12th century, the Welsh society had already replaced the menor system into a smaller Unit 1 consisting in trefs or townships. These were administrated by the Camote, which had replaced the royal cantrefs. This administration remained more or less in place throughout the medieval period. Number 35. But back to the Normans. Once they'd conquered England, they established upon the Welsh border of the three earldoms of Chester, Shrewsbury, and Hereford. From there, they advanced into southern Wales. In some cases, like Gwynedd and Powys, they even managed to assert Norman lordship over numerous cantrefs and Camotes. Number 36. Similarly, when in 1093, Normans furtherly advanced, and they also established major lordships of Cardigan, Pembroke, Brecon, and Glamorgan. This also led to the creation of the March of Wales, in which Norman lords and their successors exercised, under the custom of the March, extensive powers and a large measure of autonomy from the King of England. Number 37. Conflicts and instability continued in northern Wales until the formation of the kingdoms of Gwynedd and Powys, which reconstituted as major political entities. This brought stability throughout the 12th century, in which three Welsh kingdoms of Gwynedd, Powys, and Deheubarth prevailed over the Norman-influenced Marchia Wally. Number 38. In the
What did I say?
13th century, Edward I tried to reconquer the territories and unify everyone under the English crown, a daring project that turned out to be quite difficult to achieve. He encountered fierce opposition and several revolts. Number 39. The same problem persisted during the reign of Edward II throughout the majority of the 14th century. At the end of the century then, with the deposition of Richard II, who had been influential to Welshmen among his partisans.
I'm sorry. Please don't get mad at me for this. So please don't get mad at me for this. You're gonna get mad at me for this, aren't you? Please don't. I can't help it. Look at the picture, right? This painting here. And like, I think it's the king, like right before that. Ah, dang it, Natasha. Hang on.
The same problem persisted during the reign of Edward II.
What artist did this guy's portrait?
Right.
And then went over and did.
Throughout
Totally
the
different.
majority of the
The
14th
next dude.
century.
Look at that.
At the end of the century then, with the deposition of Richard II,
I'd be pissed if I was the other one. Like, wait a minute. What the hell?
Definitely.
Who did that? That's good. The other one, no. I'm so sorry.
At
Don't
least
hate
we
me.
think this is good.
Don't hate me for that.
who had been influential to Welshmen among his partisans, a great rebellion among the entire Welsh community arose. Number 40. Following the rebellion, Henry VII secured all the communities in northern Wales by negotiation and payment, but as we mentioned, it was Henry VIII who unified the country in the 16th century.
Yeah, now we're getting caught up to what I know.
41.
With unification, a period of social change started. During the 16th and 17th century,
That's
gentry estates
trippy.
were enlarged and consolidated, and the population grew. However, inflation created intense problems that were hardly eased by the enclosure of waste areas and the cultivation of marginal lands. The meaning of life. Plus, most landowners were often forced to divide their holdings and convert summer dwellings, used by shepherds in summer months, into permanent homesteads. Many were forced off their land altogether, and it wasn't until the late 18th century that industry offered the rural population something to live with.
Okay.
Number 43. The 18th century was also a great century for
What's
Methodism. Welsh people found their Anglican churches racked by poverty and inadequate leadership. That's how Methodism became a big deal for them, who established churches at their expense. Number 44. Industrial growth continued in Wales in the 19th century, with considerable development in the coalfield of northeastern Wales and the
Damn.
establishment of an
Wow.
important metallurgical centre in the southwest.
That was
Number 45.
massive.
Biggest industrial expansion happened in South Wales, with the growth of substantial ironworks. The area became densely populated and experienced heavy immigration from other areas. Number 46. A similar wave of industrial and immigration growth happened with the outbreak of World War I. A massive flow of workers moved into the steel and
course.
coal areas, largely from outside Wales. This affected the
Definitely needed.
composition of the industrial communities.
Would that be like the highest, well, not the highest, but the most, what am I trying to say here? Where the coal industry was. Would most of that have been in Wales? And I'm assuming? I just feel like that's true. Let me know.
both culturally and politically. Number 47. Speaking of which, by 1922, the Labour Party got its hold upon the industrial communities. Similarly, in the northeast and in the slate quarry communities of northwestern Wales, an allegiance to radical liberalism eventually evolved into adherence to Labour. Number 48. In 1962, the Welsh Language Society was founded, aimed to
cool.
preserve the language, bringing a positive response to the problem of its continuing decline. The society also contributed to the Welsh Language Act of 1967. Number 49. The support of the protection of the Welsh identity and heritage increased in the following years, and in 1982, they created a Welsh language television channel. In 1993,
That's
the
cool.
government passed another Welsh Language Act.
I'm sure.
Number 50. This
They should do a UK slang channel. That would be very helpful.
Act established the Welsh Language Board, which promoted the use of the Welsh language and sought to give Welsh equal legal weight with English in the conduct of government business.
Okay.
Number
Gotcha.
51. The origins of the national red dragon flag are quite interesting. It traces back to the Roman invasion period. At the time, the Roman military cohorts used the symbol of the dragon. Welsh people liked it so much that when the Romans left, they kept
That's
the
awesome.
red dragon as a key emblem of Wales.
As you should.
Number 52. Remember earlier I said that the Welsh language is as old as 4,000 years?
That's
Well,
insane.
that makes it the oldest language in Britain. The English
Really?
language, despite now being the more popular spoken language of Wales and the rest of
Makes
the UK, didn't originate until around the 5th century AD, making Welsh more than 2 millennia older.
Wow.
Number 53.
Didn't know that one.
Caerphilly
cool.
Castle is the largest castle in Wales and even more impressively, the second largest castle in the entirety of Europe, coming second to Windsor Castle, which makes sense as it's where the Queen lives.
Wow.
No shame in coming second to that. Number 54. Apparently Wales is famous for giving the gifts of love spoons.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah, I
wooden
remember
spoons that are carved with various decorations and were given as a romantic gesture. Nowadays, they're for special occasions like births, christenings,
They're
weddings,
still
and
so neat.
anniversaries,
They
to
are.
name a few. Number 55. One of the oldest love spoons is from Wales and can be found at St Fagans National History Museum near Cardiff. It dates back to 1667, however the
Dang.
tradition of love spoons is thought to be much older. Number 56.
Huh.
Speaking of weddings, Welsh gold has always been used to create wedding rings for none other than the royal family.
What?
This tradition started
That's
in
cool.
1923 by King George VI to the Queen Mother and has
Okay.
continued as recently as the rings of Harry and Meghan Markle in 2018. Number 57.
Oh my God, Natasha. No, hang on. I am so slow. I'm like the Queen Mother, right? I've only seen her as old, like she is here, right? And then we have the
Started
king.
in 1923 by
Mhm.
King George VI to
Just now, I'm like, well, why was he giving the Queen Mother a ring? Natasha, they're married. They were married. Because they always show him when he was young. At least the photos I always see of him was when he was young and handsome like this.
Yes.
Not that he wasn't handsome later, but he was more handsome young. Super young.
the
And
Queen
then,
Mother.
I'm like, that's, yeah,
Right?
I'm going to stop talking.
You weren't
now.
tying it together. My question was, what makes Welsh gold so different?
It's Welsh.
Is
Welsh.
it higher?
It's Welsh.
Okay. Just from where it's
Just
mine. And
a cool tradition, I think.
Okay.
And I think that's really cool. Yeah, and I also would like a Welsh ring.
Yeah.
Size, what size am I?
A gold
8.
Welsh ring.
Size 8.
Family.
US.
This tradition started in 1923 by King George VI to the Queen Mother and has continued as recently as the rings of Harry and Meghan Markle
We're
in
not talking about
2018.
them.
Number 57. Welsh gold
Controversy.
comes from the Clogau St David's mine and is stamped with a little dragon to identify its authenticity.
Oh, that's
Clogau
cool.
jewelry
Wow.
is some of the most rare and exclusive in the world.
There you go.
Number 58. Here's the fact you probably didn't expect. Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, was named after a Welsh guy. Yep, Sir George Everest surveyed and mapped out the
What?
mountain, which took a staggering 35 years between 1806 and 1841. The Royal Geographic Society
That's
then
cool.
named the mountain after him.
That's
Number
neat.
59.
Very interesting.
Wales is home to the world's first
No.
ever suspension bridge. Alright, it's probably not as exciting as I'm making out, but when the Menai Bridge was built in 1826, it was an engineering marvel. Not only that, but when it opened, it was also the longest bridge in the world at 386 meters long. Number 60.
Pretty cool.
Much like the other British countries, Wales has a patron saint. It's Saint David, who was a Welsh bishop from the 6th century. Wales celebrates St. David's Day on March 1st, and there are often parades, small festivals, and events across the country
Oh, I
to
missed that.
celebrate. Number
Sure did.
61. The national anthem of Wales is called This. I'm sorry, I did try. Which in English means Land of My Fathers. It's sung in Welsh, obviously. Alright, next
You don't
fact.
say.
Number 62. The title of Prince of Wales, currently taken by
King.
Prince Charles, has been a
King.
title bestowed on the eldest son of the British monarchy. The title isn't automatically given, however it has been given to every British heir since the 1300s.
I did not
Number
know that.
63. Interestingly,
newer.
Queen Elizabeth II was never given the
That's
title
true.
of Princess of Wales, because it was previously only given to firstborn sons. Since the rules changed in 2015, allowing for more gender
did not know
equality in
that.
monarchy, the
Wow.
title of Princess of Wales may be given in the future. All princesses of Wales so far have been wives of the incumbent prince.
Right. Okay.
A Nintendo 64. The national sport of Wales is rugby.
You
Not a
don't say.
huge surprise if you've ever been to Wales, they're rugby mad. Wales were part of the first ever international rugby game, playing against England in 1881.
That's
They've
so
been
cool.
fierce rivals ever since. Number 65. The home of Welsh rugby is the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. It's absolutely massive,
It
but
does
its
look
claim to
huge.
fame, aside from being the home of Welsh rugby, is that it has the largest ever retractable roof in the world.
Oh,
So
really?
no matter what the weather, the roof has got you covered.
Why do we never hear
about that?
Covered if the sun is out. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
I should have
Number
those.
66. If you think of the first ever flying machine, you no doubt think of the Wright brothers in America. Well, Welshman Bill Frost may well have beaten them to the skies by 7 years after he flew his aircraft a reported 500 yards before crashing into some bushes, according to locals who attended. Number 67. So why are the Wright brothers credited with one of the biggest achievements instead of Frost? Well, no independent witnesses were there, nor were any photos taken of the event in
That'll do
1896, meaning it couldn't be verified. Frost couldn't afford to give it another go and didn't have the money to keep the rights to his patent, and lost it 4 years later, paving the way for the Wrights to cement their place in the history books.
Wow.
Number 68. Similarly, you might associate Jack Daniel's whiskey with Tennessee in America, and why wouldn't you? It's on the label after all. But in
Right.
2012, a Welshman named Mark Evans was researching his ancestry and discovered a recipe book written by his great-great-grandmother,
Oh, come
local
on.
herbalist Lucinda Daniel. See where this is going?
Now-
Number 69.
No, that's our flex.
There's planes and cars and everything just
reaching.
out of my
The
window.
flex, for sure.
This dusty old book contained the original recipe for Jack Daniel's whiskey, which Lucinda's son Jack was said to have taken to America when he emigrated in the 19th century.
For
So
real?
old Jack Daniel and his recipe for one of the most popular
For real?
whiskies in the world could well be from Wales.
Well,
Although
drinks,
this
I don't care,
story
but
is
still.
disputed by
Huh.
some, including the master distiller at Jack Daniel's.
I'm sure.
Number 70. You've probably never wondered who came up with the equal sign, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Robert Record, a Welsh physician and mathematician from the 16th century, was the man who invented the equal symbol as we know it today, and introduced the confusing pre-existing version which is the same as the addition symbol to English.
Can't say I've ever thought about who came up with the equal symbol, but you know, hey, someone had to.
Hey,
because
things we
before
learned.
he made the less confusing version. Either way, he's an important math man.
He's
Number
an important math
71.
man.
Wales was also the setting of the first ever wireless radio message transmission in 1897.
Okay.
Guglielmo Marconi made history when he transmitted the first radio signal across
Wow.
the open.
That's huge.
Number 72.
Okay.
This enormous achievement took place on a cliff at Lavennook Point and sent its message across the sea to Flat Home, a small island approximately 4 miles away.
Never heard of
Marconi
that
sent a Morse code message saying, "Can you hear me?" and seconds later received a reply of "Yes, loud and clear," making communications history.
Wow.
These Morse code
That's
recording
really cool.
slips are now kept in the National Museum of Wales. Number 73.
That's flipping awesome.
Have you heard of
Flippin'?
Welsh cakes?
Flippin'.
They're a
Welsh
sweet
cakes.
bread kind of delicacy and include sultanas and currants.
I would
kind of
like to
a
have
flatter,
one.
flakier scone. Well, as the name suggests, they originated in Wales, and they've been popular since the 19th century. Number 74. Obviously, Wales is also home to the largest Welsh cake ever made, because of course it is. It was baked in March 2020 by Tan Ye Castell Bakery and weighed 28 kilograms and had a diameter of 6 foot.
Why?
Good God.
Number
Gosh.
75. Wales is also famous for the Glamorgan.
How do you-
What's that?
I got stuck on thinking about that.
I
A
want that.
6-foot wide Welsh cake. How do you evenly bake that? Don't understand. Sorry.
We can try and find out.
Of
No.
6 foot. Number 75.
What is this?
Wales is also famous for the Glamorgan sausage,
The
named
what?
after the county of Glamorgan in Wales.
No,
The
I would never heard
vegetarian
of
sausage is made of cheese, usually Caerphilly cheese, as well as leeks and breadcrumbs. They sound delicious and I want 50 of them right now, please
I
and
do
thank
too.
you.
Sure do.
What is it?
Number
Is it good?
76. The sausages were traditionally made with Glamorgan cheese, but after the Glamorgan
Oh.
cattle that produce it almost went extinct,
Oh,
they
shit.
swapped it for Caerphilly cheese. They became particularly popular during the Second World War, when meat was rationed and much less available. Number
Just like-
77.
Yeah, we did.
Cawl is another traditional Welsh dish. It's basically a hearty Welsh stew, and is
That's
usually
good.
made of lamb or beef with leeks, potatoes, swede, carrots, and other seasonal delicious veggies. Cawl is widely recognised as
What
the
is it
official
called?
national dish
Cawl?
of Wales.
I think it's
Number
just Paul.
78. There are 5 areas of outstanding natural beauty in Wales. These are the Isle of Anglesey, Meridian Range, Lynn Peninsula, Gower Peninsula, and Wye Valley. These places are protected to preserve their naturally beautiful countrysides and
As they should be.
wildlife.
Absolutely.
Number 79. There are also 3 national parks in Wales. These are the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, Snowdonia National
I was
Park,
hoping you'd
and
say
Brecon
Snowdonia.
Beacons National Park. These 3 parks together cover an entire 1/5 of the total country.
Wow.
Number
Nice.
80. Earlier I told you Cardiff is the
I was going to say, I feel like Wales is less untouched. Well, then again, I don't know about Scotland.
True.
I feel like England is probably got the most. I know there's the.
Spread out
Yeah.
populations. Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know. I'm not sure.
capital of Wales. No worry, that's not the case, but it wasn't always Cardiff. In fact, before 1955, Wales didn't even have a capital city. Since they've had one though, it has always been Cardiff. It was a close call though, as many people thought it should be Caernarfon. Number 81.
It's harder to say
British
that word.
citizens also have Wales to
Right.
thank for the NHS. The health service was created by Welshman Anwen Bevan, a Labour MP for Ebbw Vale from 1929 to 1960. He was inspired by the Tredegar Medical Aid Society in his hometown, and used these principles to create the NHS, nationalising free healthcare for Britain. Number 82. Wales is home to the oldest record store in the world.
Vanilla
Spillers
Ice.
Records opened in 1894 in Cardiff, and when they opened, specialised in selling
Nope. Hold up.
1894.
That's freaking
What?
awesome. I'm like a vinyl obsessed. Well,
Yeah, you
I'm a little obsessed. So
just a wee bit.
I love record stores with a severe passion.
Mm-hmm.
What? Spiller Records. I need to go here. Do they have
Yes.
T-shirts? I need a T-shirt from
Natasha
Spiller
really
Records.
wants a
I see a
t-shirt
hoodie.
now.
I swear that's a hoodie. Is that red one a hoodie? I know there's a bag at the
Maybe.
bottom.
That
But
blue one looks like a hoodie.
I need a hoodie. I need a T-shirt. I need all of the things. I need this stuff.
You need the things.
I need this. Oh my gosh. Okay, coolest thing ever.
Spillers Records opened in 1894 in
That's
Cardiff,
insane.
and when they opened, specialised in selling phonographs and their wax cylinders.
That's
Nowadays,
so
they sell vinyl records, CDs, and host live
Are they
music
still
gigs and
open?
events
I
at
hope
their
so.
hometown in Morgan Arcade.
So
Number
cool.
83. Wales is also home to the longest zip line in Europe and the fastest in the world. It takes you
What?
1.5
Really?
kilometers
In Wales?
over the stunning Penrhyn Quarry Lake and can
Debbie
travel
ain't doing
speeds
that.
up to 100 miles per hour. Though if you
Look
want
down,
to be
Debbie.
taking in the Welsh landscape, you might want to try and slow
100 miles an hour? You freaking joke. Debbie hates this stuff. Literally watching these types of things makes her stomach feel like she's doing it. It's hilarious. I used to play Assassin's Creed and jump off the thing.
Oh, stop.
Video gamers, you know what I'm talking about. Look. Hey, Debbie, I'm on the top of the steeple
Nope.
at the church in
Nope,
Assassin's
nope,
Creed, and I'm
nope,
jumping
nope. No, you're not. No,
woo,
you're not.
into the little
Not happening.
the hay thing.
I'm gonna look up.
Look, Debbie.
Nope, we're not
Look,
looking down.
look down. Look at the feet. She got her eyes closed. 100 miles an hour. I did not know this
That's
about
just-
Wales. That's insanely too fast.
Uh-huh.
No one needs to get on that fast.
No, you don't. Why would you want? No.
I can't zip line.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't. I couldn't. But you would die.
up to 100 miles per hour.
Look at that.
Though
That's
if you want to
beautiful.
be
though.
taking in the Welsh landscape, you might want to try and slow down. Number
Yeah.
84. We've
Alright.
all heard tales of the infamous pirate Jolly Roger and the flag named after him, but did you know that he was a real man and he
No.
was Welsh?
No.
Pembroke
did
born
not.
Bartholomew Roberts was considered one of the most successful pirates during the Golden Age of Piracy in the 16th
Golden Age of
century,
piracy.
earning his nickname and place in history. Number 85. The rum captain Morgan is named after Welsh pirate Sir Henry Morgan, who was born
What?
in Clanrumney in
Wow.
1653,
Fucking know that.
before sailing to the Caribbean and becoming another one of the most iconic privateers in history.
That's
He
beautiful.
remained on his plantation in Jamaica as the lieutenant governor of Jamaica
Well,
until
who
his death
freaking
in
knew that? You all did,
1688.
probably. We
Right.
didn't.
Number 86.
So if you knew that, hit the like button.
You didn't know.
If you didn't know that, hit the like button. There you go.
And if you're gonna buy me a shirt from the record store,
Spiller Records.
don't bother hitting the like button because no one's gonna do that. But hey, that's a red belly.
I know. I have to rewind that.
Governor
for
of
you.
Jamaica until his death in
Bird, man.
1688. Number 86. Wales has a national bird, and unlike
actually
their
not the same.
national animal, the
Damn
dragon,
close.
this one actually exists. After a public poll in the 1990s, the red kite was voted as Wales' favourite bird, and
Oh, wow.
their
Okay.
national bird. Number 87. Wales is also home to a number of amazing animals, including puffins and bottlenose dolphins.
Puffins.
Ramsey Island in Wales is also one of the best places to find the Atlantic grey seal.
Oh, sea
Number
puppies.
88. The Welsh islands of Scomer and Stockholm near Pembrokeshire are home to the largest colony of Manx shearwaters. They
What?
kind of look like a black seagull, and there are around 350,000 of
huge.
them nesting on the island.
I don't know
What?
Number 89. On a slightly more depressing note, the world's largest turtle was found washed up on the shores of North
Don't
Wales,
tell us
having
this.
sadly died. The
Don't tell
leatherback
us
turtle
this.
was more than 2 meters long, weighed a whopping 900 kilograms, and was probably about 100 years old. Turtles
Aw.
often visit Welsh waters in the summer to eat the jellyfish.
Ooh.
Number 90.
Go in the
Fans
water
of Harry
then.
Potter might recognise freshwater West Beach in Pembrokeshire, Wales. This seaside location was used as the setting for Shell Cottage in the Deathly Hallows movie, where, spoiler alert, Dobby dies. The house may have gone with the film crews, but fans keep Dobby's
That's
gravesite
cool.
pristine. Number 91. Another really cool movie location in Wales is Brecon Beacons. Henhyd Falls in the Brecon Beacons National Park was used as the cover for Christian Bale's Batcave in Christopher Nolan's Batman movie
did
The
know
Dark
this.
Knight in 2009. Number 92. The Ministry of Defense Army training site in Caerwent was also the location used for Captain America the First
Yeah.
Avenger in 2011,
Cool.
starring Chris Evans. They used the site for a lot of the war scenes, and cast members like Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones spent their downtime attending Ryder Cup golf games.
We're gonna
taking
talk about
place
Tom
nearby.
Jones.
Number 93. BBC hits Doctor Who and its spin-off Torchwood have also filmed many scenes in Wales, with the latter being set in Cardiff. Number 94. Of course we can't mention filming in Wales and not talk about one of the most popular shows ever to have been filmed there, Gavin
What?
and Stacey, aka the launchpad for James Corden's career.
Never heard of
Set
it.
between
Sorry.
Billericay in Essex, England and
Do you know it?
So weird.
You know that?
Somebody said that today at work.
What?
Weird.
What?
That show.
Seriously?
Yes.
You're lying.
Dead serious.
What'd they say about it?
That they watch that show all the time. That's
Never heard of
that's-
it.
They're actually
Literally
have
never heard of it.
BritBox so that they can watch more British shows.
Huh.
Because they find the British comedy to be more
Why does
funny.
BritBox have to cost money? It's not fair.
I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Crazy.
Barry Island in Wales, a lot of scenes were filmed around the Vale of Glamorgan and
Now you
Whitmore
know.
Bay. There are lots of locations to visit if you're a fan. Number 95. In addition to being rugby mad, the Welsh also have their own football league. We're talking British football or soccer, not the American
Didn't know
football.
that.
league. The Welsh Premier League have existed since 1992, though 5 teams still
Didn't know
play
that
in the
either.
English leagues. These are Cardiff City, Swansea City, Newport County, Wrexham, and Merthyr Town.
Wrexham.
Number 96. A number of famous sports people hail from Wales, including footballers Gareth Bale and Aaron Ramsey, double gold medalist in Taekwondo Jade Jones, gold medalist boxer Lauren Price, and many more. Number 97.
Tom Jones.
Alright, let's talk famous Welsh people, and hold on because there's loads, and spoiler alert, there are a lot of Joneses. Famous Welsh musicians include Sir Tom Jones,
Thank
Charlotte
you.
Church, Dame Shirley Bassey, Bonnie Tyler Catherine Jenkins, Aled Jones, and the bands The Stereophonics, The Manic Street Preachers, and many others. Like,
Well, tell
enough to
the
fill a
rest.
whole other 101 facts.
Right?
Well,
Number
tell us.
98. They've not just got good lungs,
Aw.
though, they've also got good actors. Wales is home to Catherine Zeta-Jones, Ruth Jones, Terry Jones, Michael Sheen, Timothy Dalton, Richard Burton, Sir Jonathan Pryce, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Luke Evans, Taron Egerton, Ewan Rayon, Tom Ellis, Pam Ferris, Rhys Ifans, and honestly so many more.
Damn it!
And
I was hoping there'd be one on there I didn't know about.
A lot of people.
Did you already know all this?
No, of course not.
I know. Why am I looking
I
at
don't
you
know
even
anything.
asking you that?
I don't know. We're,
Come on.
This
Was that
list
the
with
end?
the legend
Is that
that
band
is
British?
Rob Brydon. Number 99. Wales also boasts some fancy pants designers. Laura
Fancy.
Ashley, yes, the same as the stores, was a Welsh
really?
fashion designer. Julia
Know that?
MacDonald, also Welsh, and David Emmanuel, who has outfitted Madonna, Elizabeth Taylor, and was the designer of Princess Diana's wedding dress. You guessed it, also Welsh.
nice.
It's 100. It's number 100. Roald Dahl, aka one of the most famous children
Yes.
authors in the
He was
world,
Welsh.
bringing us Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the
He was from the
BFG, Fantastic
UK.
Mr. Fox, The Witchers, James and the Giant Peach, and the
You know that
incredible
book.
Matilda. Yeah, he was also from Wales,
Huh,
born in Cardiff
know
in
that.
1916 to Norwegian parents.
Wow.
Interesting.
101. We can also thank Wales for a few inventions. Edwin
few?
Stevens invented the world's first wearable electronic
Wow.
hearing aid. William Jones came up with a symbol for pi. David Thomas
Okay.
invented iron smelting, which changed the metal industry.
Yeah, it
Sir
did.
William Grove invented the fuel cell and the concept
Damn.
for the light bulb. Sir Price Jones invented mail order shopping like a wonderful human being. Isaac Roberts took the first proper picture of the Andromeda Galaxy. Edward Bowen was a key figure in the development of radar. And finally, Adam Powell invented Neopets, the most important invention of all.
That was a ride.
That was.
It always is with 101 facts.
But that was quite fascinating. A lot of interesting things and people come from Wales and amazing such talent, sports, and just everything.
We've gotten sent some really cool stuff over the years. I can't read any of this in the Welsh part of it.
Yeah.
The English I can. You try it.
Oh,
But we've had this one for years. The unique best-selling reference book and excellent resource for learners of Welsh. English phrases translate into Welsh, clear pronunciation. No, it's not. It's not clear pronunciation.
It's very clear.
Yeah, no, it's not. It asks, it tells you how to talk about the weather in this part. We have a lot of cool stuff from Wales.
We do.
Yeah, kind of Wrexham fans. Thanks to the show. Welcome to Wrexham, of
Mhm.
course. But yeah, that's a lot. So there's a lot of stuff there.
It was a
A lot of
lot.
stuff there. I want to know what you learned. What surprised you? I would have liked to know more about even the famous people and inventions too, because we're kind of on this whole like learning about inventions kick. You'll see what we're talking about
Mhm.
here in the next day or so.
Well, it's so fun to
Um,
find out where stuff came from and who.
I
invented
love
them.
learning about that. I think it's just really freaking fascinating. But
It
that was awesome. Loved it. Cannot believe it took us this long to do this video. I hope you did like it as well. If you did, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say one shocked me the most. Of course, the one I was sitting on the most was the record store because that's just so cool.
That is
The first one, huh? Then the
completely
oldest one.
awesome.
And hope it's still there. I don't know how old that video was. A few years.
Not sure.
Few years. But nonetheless, I need
Natasha
to
wants
get
a hoodie
something
or
from there.
something.
I need to get something from there. I need to go there.
Spiller Records.
Where did he say where in Wales that was at?
Cardiff, I believe.
Was it? That makes sense. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, and as always, please love like Jets.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.